I wish I didn't focus so much on the definition of freeforming or freeform locking the right way. It's the same thing I did with my first set of locks, and it's the same thing I did with this second set, and it's something I know 1000% you doing right now. I started growing freeform dreads as a way to take back time from the superfluous, external shit all around me, trying to keep up with the Joneses, to get to know my natural curly self better. But this idea of being a freeformer the right way comes with a mix of different takes. People will tell you not to touch your hair at all. Some people will tell you to sponge your hair every single day. Some folks will literally see a loctician a few times a year. No matter how you start, when you ultimately decide to let go, let be, and have your hair do its thing, that's when the crown will take the wheel. And honestly, that right there should be the goal of freeforming. It's not about, just because one YouTuber is doing a specific method, that's the method you have to do, and it's the only method that works. First of all, we're all different people, in different environments, different circumstances, the list goes on. So don't get caught up in definitions, just simply do what's right for you and your journey. If you want to use a sponge for the first few months, that's cool. If you want to, do what I did and palm roll your hair in cold showers for the first month until things start to lock up and then let go and let be, that's cool as well. Essentially, it doesn't matter how you start. Freeforming is just letting go and letting be when you ultimately are comfortable to do so. If you're looking to start freeform locks and want some ideas on how to begin, check out the video in this description. What's up, guys? It's your boy, DOMI Boy, and today we're talking about the things I wish I knew now that I'm into the first year of growing my second set of freeform locks. And the second thing that I honestly wish I knew was to better plan out how my locks were gonna grow in. I always say to check in with your progress every once in a while as your locks start to mature, because it's those daily habits that you do each and every single day that will ultimately define how your locks mature. If you tie your hair up a bunch, it's gonna stick up. If you wear a hood all the time, they'll grow down. Slick them back in a hair tie like this, they're gonna grow back. If you see, like a giant lock forming on the side of your head, as I did, make sure you separate it early on. If it's something you don't want a year out, dealing with a giant Congo on the side of your head, it's better to take care of it early. I probably did maintenance on my lock a total of 2 times since I started. And now I'm paying for it with this. Public service announcement: bangs are a mental health crisis. I kid you not, I have to keep my hair tied up most of the day because of the effects of having Super Saiyan bangs in my line of view every hour of the day. Having hair just in the line of view all the time definitely does something to you mentally. I don't know what it is. I haven't been able to find scientific studies, but when they're down, in my face, I just feel more tired, more droopy, more emo. Closing the goddamn door, no, much better to face me, kind. I can't read people's faces, mainly because I can't see their faces. It also frames your face in a weird way. It could just be me making all of this up. But long story short, I did see this occurring early on and I didn't address it. Now it's there and now I have to live with it. Lately I've been trying to train it to grow somewhat like this. I've been putting them to the side a bit. I think that frames my face a little bit better. I just don't like always having something in my face. It's so annoying. So, if you're out there and you got some bang problems, or maybe you're dealing with a giant Congo in the back of your head, let me know below and let me know what you're doing to address it. I might combine these two, who knows? So it's one lock that I have better control of instead of this dangly little one that's always in my face. It's this one that's the main annoyance. And this one here is gonna become a problem too. So maybe early on, I address it and fold it into one of these locks. We'll see as the journey goes on. Now, one thing I didn't consider was how much I would tie my hair back with my first set of locks. They were almost never in my face. They kind of always stood up on end. And when they did fall, they just kind of jetted out because there were so few locks that I had with my first set. They were kind of big Congos. They just jetted out. I never had these little babies in my face, rubbing my ears and scaring my peripheral vision, which is ultimately what I wanted. But number 3, I wish I wasn't so insecure about how my locks turned out, or I wish I at least mentally prepared more. Don't get me wrong, I love my locks, and now I'm taking better steps at embracing how my crown is ultimately turning out. But honestly, getting used to it is a challenge in itself. Like literally, this shit feels like it happened overnight. It was so fast. I feel like I woke up one day and boom, here's the crown that you're now going to be rocking for the next year, at least. Because after your locks mature, the changes that you used to see on a daily or weekly basis, now you may only notice changes just every few months. And it takes getting used to. Even with how you dress, like I would describe my everyday style as low effort fly. Like I'm the type of guy, I like to stay cozy, hoodies on top of hoodies, you know, unstructured, minimal, no fucks given, you know. Having hair that's also unstructured and low maintenance really takes a hit to your confidence, because if I wore an oversized shirt all the time, but I used to wear it with skinny jeans, that's a vibe. But now you have your oversized shirt still, but now you have to like glue on oversized jeans and wear those oversized jeans for the rest of your life. So now you either have to figure out how to rock the oversized shirt and pants together and just be an oversized king, or you're gonna have to learn how to rock different shirts, different cuts. This metaphor is lost and has gone on long enough, but all I'm saying is confidence is key. And if it's not there, just fake it till you make it. I got this side of the locks that's hanging down, this side sticks up, the bangs are blinding me from seeing who the fuck's in front of me. I always feel like I'm calling attention to myself and I'm just not ready for the attention yet, but I'm getting comfortable with it. And it's getting easier. I'm challenging myself to not constantly resort to, you know, hiding behind a bun and actually just appreciating where I am in the journey right now. Because I know a year from now, I'm gonna have a completely different vibe up here. Just as with anything in life, with freeforming, you just don't wanna focus so much on the end goal or where you'll be, because when you do that, you'll either end up focusing on how things used to be in the past, or once you're there, you're gonna focus so much on where it's gonna be in the next year or the year after that. When you learn to focus on now, where your crown is right now, how you're feeling right now, you get to appreciate the journey just a whole lot more. Number 4, I wish I remembered how annoying having long hair is. I mean, this kind of overlaps with some of the earlier ones, but guys, I go to the gym, I tie my crown up. I walk around the house, I tie it up because it makes me feel more awake when the hair is in my face. I feel dead. After a shower, if it's dripping into my food or all over my pillows, I gotta tie it up. If I'm on a train, honestly, I'm just sweeping the ceilings of the trains. I think I talked about this before in my first set of locks. And I realize at least once a week now, I walk into a tree. If you're above 6 feet, for all my tall kings out there, if you're above 6 feet and you're thinking about getting freeform locks, man, watch out for tree branches, bro. I come back with twigs, leaves, all type of shit in my hair. It's not a vibe. This is my move, just to make sure nothing's in my hair. And I'm always paranoid that somebody's putting stuff in my hair. Remember in school when you would sit at your desk and someone behind you is just putting little paper balls in your hood or put it in your hair, and you don't know until you go home and you put on your hood and all these papers and shit fall out of your fucking hood. Has that ever happened to you? Was it just my public school that was fucked up like that? I'm always on a plane or a train. I think somebody's just throwing shit in my hair because it's what I would do if I saw somebody with this type of hair. Nah, I'm just fucking around. But honestly, you'll find yourself doing this all the time, or like, if no one's watching, you do the say every day she be giving it up. Shake that. The dog shake just to make sure nothing's in there. And yeah, I just did not have this. I did not reach a point where I had hair in my face as much as I'm having these locks in my face, and it's something that gets another thing to get used to. It's all a part of the journey. All in all, I wish I remembered how much appreciation for time that freeforming can actually bring into your life. you know, going this route is a constant reminder of where you've been, where you started, and where you are today. It's like when you look in the mirror, it's a literal, real reflection of the past, you know, X amount of years of your life when you look at that reflection. All the choices you made, all the obstacles you've overcome, all the things that you've learned on your way, that story is all up here on your crown. Your daily habits, your rituals. This is a choice to always be reminded of where you start, how far beyond that you've come, and how you've built upon that story. And although it took me getting to the first year of my second crown to actually make these realizations, I'm glad that I ultimately did. And if you're well into your freeform lock journey, what are some things that surprised you about having locks, or some things you wish someone told you? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, guys, that's it for now. Love you, wishing you the best, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. If you're on a lock journey of your own, or if you're interested in following mine, just make sure you hit that subscribe. Hit the bell too. For now, it's your boy, DOMI Boy, and I'll see you at the next one. Pardon the voice, guys. I'm a little sick, but, you know, had to make sure we come out for the Congo Familia. I'll see you.